You know, I don't know why they call it winter. They might as well just call it depression. Now that the leaves are falling, the temps are dropping, we just don't want to do anything. I mean, I had to scrounge up food to make today because neither one of us wants to cook because we just don't feel like it. I mean, I slept until 6 this afternoon and woke up and I'm like, yay, I'm back on my sleep schedule. Um, I vaguely remember going to bed last night. I know it was late or early this morning. I don't even know. Um, I only know train. I only know that I went to bed because there were dogs in the way and I had to try to trip on them. But and then it's like now 12 12:30 in the morning and I'm wide awake because I just got up not too long ago. I'm like, my bearded dragons are covered up. Did I even feed them? No, I wasn't even up. I don't know. I wish they're trying to get my sleep schedule on track, but can't. I stay up all night because I'm not tired. I'm not one to go lay in bed. So, like I said, they shouldn't call it winter, they should call it depression. Because you just feel blah. You don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like eating. Usually, you sleep a lot. I don't feel like sleeping. I just feel like being on my computer, just sitting still, go down, get something to eat, go to the bathroom, come back on my computer. David, he just plays his, oh crap, his PS5. Oh, that was a bad one. I don't know what it was. Um, he plays his PS5, and once in a while he'll bring me something to eat, but it'll just be either something that's easy that he can just throw in the oven, french fries or something, um, or just something simple. Not to say I'm not happy about it, but I'm not even hungry. But I cook anyway because we have to eat. And the dogs and the animals, they have it better than we do because they don't. Well, I know some animals suffer from depression, but they don't seem to have the depression seasonally like we do. And I know that I have it during the summer because I'm bipolar, and um, but in winter I get it really bad. And now it seems like this year is really bad. We weren't down here. Yeah, we were down here last winter, and it was such a mild winter. I think we had one snow, and because we moved down here October 6th, and it was such a mild winter. It wasn't funny. So we're like, oh, this is cool, you know. Yeah, there's supposed to be a few days this coming week. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I think it might be Thursday. I'm not sure. See, I'm just a mess. And that'll do it. It's Friday. Congratulations. Oh, it's Friday because it was Thursday when I got up, and every time I'm on here, I'm on past midnight, so it's the next day, and I still think it's the day before. So, see what I mean? Where depression just messes you up more than just the blues. I can't say that I have the blues, but I just don't. The ambition factor doesn't exist. There is no such thing. You're lucky if you go to the bathroom. It's like I try to watch the washing machine in case there's too much laundry, then I quick do laundry. But it's just him and I, so there's very little laundry. So I do that maybe once every 2 weeks. But he takes care of the cats and the dogs. And the other day I got up and I'm like, well, what the hell are you doing? And he's cleaning out the bearded dragon enclosures. And I'm like, why are you doing that? Because usually it's my job, but on the other hand, it kills my back because you have to lean way down and you have to climb way in there. It's like over 2 feet to climb in, but I can do it. But for some reason, he chose to just be a sweetheart. And not that he chose to be a sweetheart, he usually is. But maybe he just felt like doing something inside that to avoid doing what he's supposed to be doing. And I say supposed to, as in he is working on building another bearded dragon cage enclosure, because we have 3 bearded dragons, and one, he's got his own enclosure, and then the other one, she had her own enclosure, and we made the mistake, of course, of stopping at the pet store and finding a bearded dragon that was bigger, like twice the size of the other ones. And I'm like, I don't like hatchlings. Hatchlings, you have to feed them little bitty worms and little bitty everything, and they're just a pain in the ass. So I just don't like them, and they're so delicate. I've never liked them. So they had one that was a little bit bigger, at least twice the size. I'm like, I gotta have her. We walked out with her. So she bit me yesterday, a little bitch. Usually when they're little, they're very, what's the word? Defensive, because they're scared. And when they get bigger, they get more confident and trusting of you. And this isn't a channel about bearded dragons. But anyway, I've been able to hold her lately, and she's been good. She'll open her mouth and hit her mouth. I'm having not a good day. She'll open her mouth and she'll hiss real loud. They're quiet. They're mostly silent. But they'll hiss if necessary. So she'll hiss. I'll be Java, whatever. Come here. I'll pick her up. She threatens to bite, but she never has. And all of a sudden, I think it was yesterday, she'll have her mouth open, and I'll like touch her nose or, rub under her chin. She decided yesterday she's gonna take a bite out of me, and I'm just like, you little bitch! I can't believe you just bit me. So it's like, can't even get my bearded dragon to love me. But the other one does. The male, he still is a little bit shy, but he loves me to bits. He will climb up on his doors are made out of wire, and he'll just cling on the wire, and he'll just stay there on the wire. He'll fall asleep on the wire. I have pictures of him. And he'll stay there until I go and get him, and then I'll hold him for a little while and make him happy. And he likes that. I try to handle him every day. Well, let's see. I've been sleeping, so I haven't even seen them. They're covered up by the time I get up, and then I feel guilty because I didn't even feed them. The 2 are big enough. At a certain age, you can wean them down to 2 or 3 feedings a week, where Java's still a baby. She needs to be fed at least once a day, if not more often. So she didn't get fed, so now she's going to be pissed at me. A hungry dragon is a crabby dragon. So tomorrow she's going to be crabby. She'll get over it. So will I. So anyway, now we were talking about depression, where you don't want to do anything. Nothing. You want to sit in front of the TV. You want to grab, a bag of chips, a soda, whatever's easiest. You wait. This is embarrassing, but you're going to wait till the last possible minute to go to the bathroom. You don't take a shower. You don't go anywhere, that's for sure. Not if you don't have to. But life is blah. You feel blah. You feel like shit. Life just ceases to exist. life does. Whatever, you know what I mean? I hope. Nothing matters. And there's things that have to matter, and they just don't. Because you just don't, it's not that you don't care, you just can't care. And it makes it difficult when you have things that depend on you. And you're forced to take care of them. You're forced to do stuff. I mean, I'm like, oh, what do we have in the freezer for supper? That's easy. And I found some, they're like salmon pieces, like square pieces of salmon. They're frozen and they're easy to open. Throw them in the, well, I didn't throw them in, but because I know how to cook. But I put them in my pressure cooker. I had a bag of peas that you can just throw. Now those you can just throw in the microwave, and they're steamable in the bag. So I made peas, and I just threw some Mrs. Dash on the salmon, cooked it for 20 minutes, threw the peas in the microwave for 4 minutes, threw some butter and onion salt and garlic powder on those, stirred those up, and here's dinner. It took me like half an hour, if that. I can make those meals all the time. I can make meal with those pressure cookers. I can make tons of stuff. And it isn't even the cooking of it. It's the prep. That's a pain in the ass. That just, it's too much work. And the thing is, it's not a lot of work. And I made a new channel last night. And David cleared off all the counters. He cleaned up the kitchen. I hauled out all my pressure cookers and all my things that I used for my pressure cooking. And I made a channel of it. And today it was like, I don't think I want to do that. That's too much work. So I deleted it. After he did all that for me. And I feel terrible. I mean, I did the hard part, if you want to call it that, of the video and, you know, recording it. But yeah, I just thought there are so many channels out there like that. And the thing is, I'm not doing my channels to compete with anybody. Maybe to compete with myself, to see if I can do it, and I can, because this stuff comes natural to me. Being down, being depressed, being mentally ill, being this way is natural to me. That's sad, but it is what it is, and you deal with it. But yeah, he's downstairs, and I'm like, what's the difference if you're downstairs and I'm up here? Because I feel guilty being up here by myself for hours on end, him going to bed and me still being up. But there are times, most nights, he falls asleep in front of the TV and I turn off the lights and turn everything off on him. But I'll be downstairs for once watching TV. I have a $1,000 recliner, leather, you know, electric, the whole, I've got a big TV, you know, I have everything down there, and once in a while I'll be down there and I'll watch TV, and I'll fall asleep, and I'll wake up and flick, 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 well, because the Beer Dragon lights are on timers at 7 o'clock, and I got to change them because you change them with the weather, anyway, and with the time. All of a sudden, click, 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 fucking lights are going on. I mean, and they're bright. You're talking 100 watt, another 100 watt, and a 60, I think a 60 watt. So you're talking, you know, 200, at least 260 watts times 3. It lights up the place, and you're going, oh my god, it's 7 o'clock. Or I'm up here and I'm not watching the time, and I'll go downstairs and Beer Dragon lights are on. What the fuck? It's 7 o'clock? Oh my god, I can't believe it. So I walk past the weather station. I go down there for like a snack that I can dig up. And I look at the weather station. It says 7:01. I'm like, okay, so they just came on. But yeah, I have to find out what the sunset and the sunrise is, and try to adjust their lights. So you're supposed to adjust their lights with the sunset and the sunrise. I usually don't, and they usually don't have a problem. They usually don't. I say, hey, why aren't my lights on? It's usually, hey, turn my lights off, because they're supposed to be able to handle 110 degrees. I don't have it that hot. In some places it's 100. In some places it's whatever. Again, this isn't a bearded dragon channel, but my bearded dragons are the one thing that make me happy, that keep me busy when I'm not up here making videos. So I call this my studio. Because I gotta be a diva. Whatever. I'm so far from a diva, it's not funny. But I try to laugh. I try to be funny because it makes me happy. Otherwise, I just sit here and mope, and I don't feel like doing that, because that's the littlest thing is just like the biggest task. I was so proud. I had all of my laundry, because I know I've explained this in another video, but I've always lived out of laundry baskets. It's just what I do. And I was so proud. I finally got all my laundry put away, because I wash it, I dry it, he takes it out, he folds it, and puts it in a basket for me. He even puts socks, and he does put socks in there, but he will put, I'm leaning back too much, he will put, the pants on one side and the shirts on the other, and I mean, he really puts effort into it that I really appreciate. But then I go to take a shower, and instead of digging through my dresser drawers, which I have 4 dressers, 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, I have 4 dressers, and instead of picking something out of there, I just grab something out of the washer, or out of the I'm distracted by my eye. Super. I just grab something out of the wash basket because it's right there. There's no effort. Sometimes I don't care if it matches. If it's close enough, good enough. And now with it being so cold in here, because this house is so old, I like to wear the fleecy pants and the long sleeve shirts. And guess what? They don't match. Well, let me see. Do I have anything this week? I don't think I have anything this week. I don't have anywhere to go. So just pair them together. Who cares? But I got my fuzzy socks. Those I totally cherish, because I hate having cold feet. And so I just kind of throw it together, and who's gonna look at me anyway? Every time, it's so cute. I could tell you this. It's like blah, gag me. But every single time I come out of the bathroom after taking a shower, no matter what I'm wearing, David always says, "Oh, you look nice." Oh, and it's like, lie to me some more. And I tell him that, and he goes, "No, you do. You look really nice." And he's just so sweet about everything. And then I feel guilty, even though I'm like, "You for real?" I've got my minion pants on, and I've got my, totally mismatched, totally Walmart look, I call it, going on. And he tells me I look nice. And I don't do compliments. Ever. Never. Not on this planet, no, not in this lifetime. And I have a real problem with it, but I'll get over it. And I'll just be like, okay, thanks. And I'll walk away. Because I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, when I wear a dress and I dress up, and he says, "Oh, you look so nice." I'm like, okay. I have a real problem with that. I've body dysphoria, I can't say it. but where you always think you look bad. I don't know, I can't say it. But, or, you know, I always think I'm fat, or I'm always thinking this, I'm always thinking that. I'm trying to pull my tray out for my keyboard, even though I keep my keyboard on top. I need my mouse. So, you know, I'd be curious. I'd like to know what kind of things depression makes you do, how you are when you're depressed. Are you depressed all day, every day, all night? Is there anything you can do to not be depressed? I just get another puppy. Is there another bearded dragon? But, you know, is there anything special you do that you find helps with your depression? I'd like to know down in the comments, if you wouldn't mind. If you enjoy my channel, I would appreciate if you'd subscribe. I don't get many subscribers, I don't get many comments, but I'm okay with that because that's not what this channel is about. There's a person who comes on here almost every single night, and he's a young man who's having problems, and I sit with him until 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning talking to him. And you know what? It's one person, and that's why I do this channel, because if I can help one person, that's what means the world to me. That means a lot to me. Even if it's one person, that's all that matters to me. And it helps me too. It helps me kind of vent and show people that you're not alone, that there are other people that have issues, that have depression, that have bipolar, that have borderline personality, that has PTSD, you know, that has schizophrenia, which I don't talk about because I'm unfamiliar with it. I only talk about the issues that I know about, the ones that I have. I only talk about those. I smile, huh? That's pretty funny. You know, I only discuss issues that I'm familiar with. So if you have an issue that I'm not familiar with, you could go ahead and put a suggestion down in the comments. I could always look it up and do some research and do the best I can. But I hope you have a good weekend. I probably will be here and there because that's what I do. It's what, you know, this channel does a lot for me. It keeps me occupied. It keeps my mind busy when my mind is down. You know, it's one of those things you just wish you could sleep all the way through winter, because like you can't go outside because it's too cold, or eventually here like in a week it's supposed to snow. That's a dirty word. It's a swear word. But you know, it's like winter is just shit when I have double depression, and there's nothing you can do about it. I eat my cotton candy, but then my teeth turn blue, and then I look like I ate a Smurf. I just came up with that. So, yeah, have a good weekend. I always say I do a video every night, and thus far, I do. I try to do videos if I don't, like now, if I feel crappy, and I don't feel like doing a video tomorrow. I know, I have a crystal ball. Amazing, huh? Jealous, I know. But if I think I'm not going to want to do one tomorrow, or if I think I'm going to want to take a day off, I'll do another one and schedule it. But then I can't stand, I hate surprises, and I hate waiting. So I'm afraid that, I don't know, I'm just not going to want to schedule it. And so I do another one just to get it out of the way. The thing is, I have to do some research and find a topic, and you know, not like this one where it is a little bit of a mix, but that's my videos. That's how I do them. They're unscripted, and that's the way I like them. I like to be me. I like to talk about what I want. So, have a good weekend.